So, the number one rule of owning a knife has been never use your knife as a pry bar. That, of course, is unless your knife is a pry bar. Sal came up with these in the late 80s. These were produced in 1989. This is the Spyderco Diver's Probe, the large version, which was the first version. They also made a shorter version that had something to do with they tightened up the California abalone diving regulations, and you had to use a shorter bar, something like that. I was never a diver, so I never really kept up too much on those. But I know they made a shorter model a few years after this first version. This has a sheep's foot blade that folds out the handle end of the pry bar with a line cutter, typical Spyderco serrations. These were made over in Seki. And then you also have a lanyard loop there that you could attach a lanyard to. Looking back on some of Sal's old posts about these, he said that he kept a lanyard on it and then just tucked it into the sleeve of his wetsuit when he was diving so that it was handy. He also mentioned that these were actually very popular with entry teams for popping windows and doors when they didn't have time to run back to the truck and get the battering ram. And I guess they were highly effective at that. These are made out of the same stainless handle material, I believe, that all the Spyderco stainless handles were made out of at the time. I feel like I think it's a 400 series. I should have looked that up, but I didn't. You can see it. It was applied for patents pending. This is a numbered one, numbered 562. Not sure how many numbered ones they did. From what I've seen, they only did 1,000 of these, and they pretty much never come up for sale. So, of course, when I saw this sitting on John Gray's table at the California Custom Knife Show last weekend, I had to grab it. Such a cool piece. It's obviously seen some wear and some use. That might all just be storage use, but storage wear. But that actually kind of makes me want to throw this on my bag and just carry it around, because you never know when you might need a sweet stainless pry bar. Yeah, this thing's awesome. I've only ever seen pictures of these. I've never seen a video of one. I don't think I've seen one for sale in at least 10 or 15 years, probably longer than that. It might even be 20 years since I saw one of these pop up for sale. Really, really cool piece. Sal was always innovating, always trying to come up with practical, useful designs. And as goofy as this thing might seem, it is actually really well thought out, really handy. I could definitely see this getting the job done. So yeah, that's a little look at the Spyderco Diver's Probe. I believe it was model number 2001, and then I think the larger version was 2002. Or maybe this was 2002 and the larger was 2003. There's really not much information on these. Pretty much the only information on these is a few old Blade Forums posts and the Spidey Wiki page. So, at least now, we have a video of one of these going out on the interwebs for posterity. So there you go.